I bought an antique quilt at the thrift store. It has some rusty colored stains on it that I think might be blood, and I have a whole lot of feelings about that. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle. If you watch my channel, you will know that I love quilting and stitching and knitting and vintage and antiques, and thrifting is one of my favorite ways to spend my time. I wasn't sure if I should make a video about this quilt or not. It kind of feels like I should be more concerned about the stains than I am, but when I saw this quilt hanging there, it spoke to me. The thrift stores display their quilts on wooden hangers, so all I could see was a row of these beautiful indigo and white spool blocks. And as soon as I started unfolding it, there was a very tiny stain on the back. And my gut feeling was, oh, that's blood. But not in a horrified way, in a, oh, somebody pricked her finger. Did she do that while she was quilting it? This entire thing is hand pieced and hand quilted in the most lovely, tiny little stitches. I'm not a textile expert. I am not a quilt historian, but everything about the texture of the fabric, the style of the quilt, it feels old. And what I'm comparing it to are my great-grandma's quilts and the quilts her mother made. So I've got a little bit of experience with quilts that I know are pushing a century old. Most of the time, I just admire the old quilts. I would rather spend my budget on buying materials to make my own quilts than buying someone else's. This one I loved, and the price tag was $7.99 as is, so it was very, very easily attainable. If it had not been damaged, it would have been out of my budget, and that would have been that. I don't have a wonderful big design wall to spread this out flat on, but this will give you an idea of it. It's a large quilt, and I think most of these blocks are subtly different. Look at the stitching, look at the colors. Can you see why I love it? Examining quilts in the thrift store is a little bit difficult, and I don't know how other people do it because I'm usually, like I said, not seriously intending to buy. And if I'm not seriously planning on spending money for it, I do not carefully unfold the quilt and go over every inch. I had two of my boys with me, and I had them unfold it and hold it up so I could get a better look. I was filming a thrifting video, and honestly, at that point, I was halfway thinking I just needed pictures. The stains are smaller here at home than they appeared in the thrift store. I have been Googling all kinds of stuff about how to repair bloodstains from old quilts. Some of it suggests that the little tiny spots on the backing might actually be insect remains and not blood. And something I read said that rusty stains that appear to be blood or furniture polish could be from migrating dye, but the blues in this are still so vibrant. I don't know. This little patch is another one of the things that I absolutely love about it. If you watch my thrifting videos, you will know that I am forever falling in love with things and acknowledging that as wonderful as this is, it's not for me. This quilt spoke to me, and it was coming home with me. There was another quilt a year or two ago, and it was a fabulous signature sampler quilt like nothing I have ever seen. Part of me wanted to bring it home and preserve it, and part of me just had a feeling that there was something going on with that quilt that I did not want to bring it into my home. This quilt, which you would think would give me that same vibe, did not. And yes, I do firmly believe that things can have positive or negative energy attached. There are a very few things out there that I've encountered that have really seriously creeped me out, and a very few things out there that I have encountered that have really loudly screamed, "Take me home now." Once the weather warms up a bit and I know that it will dry quickly, I do hope to try some hydrogen peroxide and some of the other techniques I've read about online. If the stains vanish with hydrogen peroxide and some gentle washing, that would be phenomenal. If they don't, I am okay with that. I will fold it so the best blocks show and display it that way because it feels so old and fragile. I was never going to put it on a bed or wrap up under it on the couch. I love this quilt. It's going to be with me for a good long time, and after I am gone, I don't know what will happen to it. It is not my job to worry about that. For the moment, it's not in any danger of being a cutter quilt. It's going to be appreciated for what it is. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle. Check out my channel for other quilting and thrifting content.